Don't worry about the what, because God has you.
If this last embryo doesn't take, then...
Shamea's storyline this season is honestly becoming way deeper and heavier than people probably expected, because underneath all the glam, wealth, and perfect image, she genuinely seems emotionally exhausted trying to balance her marriage, family expectations, and the pressure surrounding having another child.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. You look beautiful.
Thank you, you do too. How are you doing?
I'm well,
Good.
thank you for asking.
Hey, boo. Yeah.
Girl.
It's okay. You should be happy, Tears.
I'm just having a rough time. I felt the need to have a meeting with my new surrogate because we've had over 5 failed transfers at this point, but we still have one more male embryo. And I have to be sure so that if it does not take, I know that it was all in God's plan. We're down to 1 male embryo left.
Okay.
And I know how much he wants or something, right? If the boy don't take, then what?
We'll figure it out.
When the doctor was like, it's 2 to 4% chance, he was just like, but it can still happen, right? And I'm like, what's gonna happen if it doesn't?
Right.
You know? So I can't help but think about that.
Don't worry about the what, because God has you.
If this last embryo doesn't take, then I have to adopt. Maybe those are conversations we haven't even had. I just need a minute. 1 second. I'm just having a bad day.
You're not just having a bad day. You have feelings, and you're processing those, and that's okay.
And then, you know, trying to do like the whole, you know, just all the things. Like, I want to do some acting. I want to do, you know, and I'm trying to pursue that. But even now, my husband just shared that he was uncomfortable watching me on screen. Watching me be with another man. So now I'm like, damn, I gotta respect that. I love my husband.
So are you gonna just quit acting?
I did a movie and there was a passionate love-making scene. He was like, oh, babe, you did so good. How did you feel about the movie?
You were really good in it.
He's now had a change of heart. It's like, what's happening? And when were you going to tell me?
You know I respect Gerald. But you do have a life outside of Gerald, and you do have a career. I don't think that he would want you to stop your career.
Hi, lady.
Hey, how are you?
Beautiful.
Sorry. You look gorgeous. This is my
I'm
best
Kelli.
Kelli.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
How are you?
Me too.
Nice to meet you, too. Well, come on in, ladies. Come on in.
Okay.
It's always good to see you.
I'm here for emotional support.
Well, thank you for being a support to her.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Where's Gerald? He didn't come visit me anymore.
I know. He don't want to be on these cameras.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so we had they'll transfer, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. And then now you got your new surrogate and we're ready.
do.
We got our contract signed we are
did.
going to do this next transfer.
Well, you know, no pressure, but this is the last male embryo that I have.
Would you ever consider purchasing eggs to create more embryos?
I ain't even thought about that.
Could you get like your sister to give you an egg?
That's weird.
It is?
Oh my God, that would make me so uncomfortable.
Really?
Oh, look at Gerald and Glenda's baby. They looking more like
They look
Glenda
like
than-
you.
There's no way. That's a lot for me.
Well, we're gonna stay positive. This embryo is gonna take, and we're gonna manifest it. We're gonna stay positive.
Absolutely. I think it's just a very sensitive matter, and whatever ways that we can figure out how to make that percentage. I know you can't get 100, but if we can get 99.9.
This scene with Kelli and her former surrogate Shadina really exposed how much emotional weight she's carrying privately. And for the first time, it felt like viewers were seeing a more vulnerable side of her, instead of just the fun friend role she usually plays on the show. The biggest thing that stood out is how serious the pressure surrounding having a son seems to be in her marriage. The way Shamea talks about the situation makes it feel bigger than simply wanting another child. It almost feels like she believes her relationship or her position within the marriage could actually change if she doesn't give her husband a son. And that's what makes the entire situation feel emotionally heavy. Every conversation she has about it sounds less like excitement about growing a family and more like fear, pressure, and emotional desperation. That's also why Kelli's involvement in these conversations feels complicated, because Kelli seems to be trying to protect Shamea emotionally, while also questioning whether this pressure is healthy for her mentally. At times, it almost feels like Kelli is indirectly asking whether Shamea is truly happy in her marriage, or if she's constantly trying to meet expectations that may never fully stop. And honestly, those questions are valid, because Shamea already has children, yet the emotional weight surrounding specifically having a son keeps being treated like something extremely urgent and necessary. The meeting with Shadina also made the storyline feel much more real, because surrogacy is already an emotional process by itself, even before adding marriage pressure, public attention, and personal expectations into the situation. You can tell this isn't just a casual storyline for Shamea emotionally. She genuinely seems hurt, frustrated, and mentally drained by the process. At the same time, though, putting all these marital conversations on reality television feels risky, especially when her husband doesn't even seem interested in fully participating publicly. That's part of why the scenes feel uncomfortable at times, because viewers are only hearing Shamea's emotional side, while her husband stays mostly absent from the conversations. So naturally, people start questioning what's happening behind closed doors. Is this pressure coming directly from him? Is Shamea putting pressure on herself? Or is this simply cultural expectations influencing how she views marriage and family? The show leaves a lot of unanswered questions hanging in the air. What also makes the situation more emotional is that Shamea doesn't come across like somebody who wants to leave her marriage. She actually seems deeply invested in making things work and keeping her family together. That's why every failed attempt or emotional setback hits her so hard, because it feels tied to more than just motherhood. It feels connected to love, validation, stability, and her role within the relationship itself. At the same time, this storyline also highlights how differently women process fertility struggles and surrogacy emotionally. Some people may not fully understand why somebody who already has children would still grieve unsuccessful attempts so deeply, but grief around fertility and family planning does not always work logically. When somebody becomes emotionally attached to an idea of expanding their family, repeated disappointments can become mentally exhausting, no matter how many children they already have. This was honestly one of the more serious and emotionally layered scenes this season, because it stepped away from petty arguments and focused on real emotional pressure happening behind the scenes. Instead of just gossip and shade, viewers got to see fear, insecurity, marriage stress, cultural expectations, and emotional vulnerability all mixed together. And depending on how this situation develops later in the season, this storyline could end up becoming one of the most emotional parts of RHOA